This is Gerardo Del Real with Resource Stock Digest. Joining me today is the founder and the VP of Corporate Development for Monumental Energy, Mr. Max Sali. Max, it's been a bit. How are you, sir?
It's been a while. It's been since the summer, Gerardo. Obviously the fall was a busy time for us. We ended up acquiring some oil assets in New Zealand with our partner, New Zealand Energy. We were halted for exactly 2 months during this fundamental acquisition. Came back trading December 31st, and January's just been an incredible month for us in terms of stock performance. I've been doing lots of interviews, some marketing, getting the story out, and the markets seem to really like what we're doing, just based on the share price. I think we're up a triple so far since Jan 1st. We were higher, and I'm excited what we're doing, and everything so far is going really well. So looks like we'll have some revenue coming in about March now for this oil and gas asset.
Now let's talk about the strategy now. Obviously, Monumental has had, several different versions of itself, right? Where is the company now? I've had several shareholders reach out here over the past couple of weeks just asking me about, the price appreciation and the strategy moving forward. For those that are following the story or are looking to follow the story, oil and gas is hot right now, right? And you're seeing traction in the market. Can you speak to the strategy of the company?
Yeah, so, we were focused on our lithium asset in Chile, and that became a lot more difficult than we thought. So we did a name change, I think it was October 2023, to Monumental Energy, and then acquired a position in a gas company in New Zealand that is now producing gas, and we're waiting for those flow rates. With the extra capital we had, we got a waiver from the TSX, and you and I think, did an interview December 2023 regarding that investment. And now that well is flowing, that's a great investment for us. It's paid off. But, having additional cash on top of that and not being able to move the lithium in Chile forward, we ended up doing a deal with New Zealand Energy Corp, where we will become 25% royalty on some past producing oil wells, workover wells that we're going to put back into production. And we'll have an update this week as well. And we'll be able to show the shareholders that things are moving quick. We were able to get government consent in only 5 weeks to get these wells back online. When you look at the New Zealand dollar, all your input costs are in New Zealand, and all of our output costs will be in Brent crude U.S. pricing. So the numbers at the end of the day will be quite phenomenal, and this is very low risk for us. So it was a good opportunity. I think Monumental Energy reflects different types of energy. Obviously, I still love lithium and would love to move that forward. But right now, the price of oil, especially after the Trump election win, is strong. And we've had a lot of good feedback from our American shareholders that understand oil and gas and understand where the price is. And so we're looking forward to that big revenue for us. And then, the game plan further in 2025 would be to drill our own fresh new well and have that revenue.
So I mean, look, what's the treasury looking like? Because it's looking like you've really de-risked the company, right? There was a time where you were looking at lithium, you were looking at rare earths, and I love exploration as much as the next person, but to have an asset that's already generating cash flow and producing is a big de-risking. Where are you now as far as the cash position go, and how do you see that moving forward?
So we're just getting our final year-end audit done. So we'll have those numbers out on our cash position, I would say, in the next couple of weeks. We own 1.3 million shares of New Zealand that are free trading. Their stock is anywhere from 85 to $1.05. They will be paying us a dividend following some production from the gas, probably later in H1 of this year. And we are fully funded to do all the workovers. Obviously, we had to be for the exchange to approve this transaction. I think that with the stock where it is, at some point, we probably would top it up the treasury. We've had offers. The stock's been performing well. We're one of the most liquid stocks on the venture right now. People like that. Shareholders like liquidity. So we're in a very good position. And I think going forward with this royalty revenue, that'll just add non-dilutive cash to us. So, I mean, at some point when we drill a new well, We will have to bring in a strategic or raise a bit more capital, but we wouldn't have to dilute that much. Right now, we only have 58 million shares out. I know where most of that is. We're liquid, we're healthy, and we'll have revenue sometime in March. So everything's looking good. I'm very excited about the New Zealand play, and hopefully in H2 of 2025, if we can get something done in Chile where we can move that lithium solar forward, I'd love to do that. But right now, if oil and gas is doing what it's doing, when you and I chatted December 2023, I mean, New Zealand was so hot back in 2010 before the government changed for oil and gas, and here's the second coming of that, where the government needs the production. They need it for locals. They're having rolling blackouts that they're permitting these things super quickly, and you're getting the top price for gas. So, for example, the price of gas in New Zealand is about $18 to $20 Canadian an MCF, versus in Canada you're $3, and the price of oil is Brent crude pricing, where in Canada you're getting 40 Canadian. So it's the numbers are tremendous.
No, listen, and the market cap's still tiny, right? I know that you've had, a good run here recently since the halt was lifted, but where's the market cap right now, just to give people some context?
58 million shares at 15 cents. So it's still small. I'd like to see us get back into the quarter 30-cent range, and I think with some good news coming, we'll get there. Our last two financings were done at 17.5 each, and the one before that, when we acquired the lithium asset, I think it was 2021 or 22, was at 45 cents. So we're building up back to where we were, and I think so far the market's showing us some love finally, after, I think you said the other day, a purgatory of 2 years where you're kind of trading in that 10-cent range. But I spent those 2 years buying stocks. So did other friends of mine, family, and brokers. And you know what? We had the cash to be able to figure out what we wanted to do, and now we're deploying it. And shareholders are clearly enjoying what we're doing.
No, listen, good work. You've stuck to it. You've put your money where your mouth is. You've bought a lot of stock. You own a ton of it. Friends and family do as well. I like to see people stick by their plays. Even if you swing and miss a couple of times, it looks like you're on to something pretty significant here, Max. Anything to add to that?
Yeah, no, I think you nailed it. It's been a long time building. 2024 was a building process for us to get this oil transaction done. There will be more transactions. If you look at New Zealand's last few press releases, New Zealand Energy Corp, they want to work with us. We have the ability to raise capital. They will be the operator. They have a ton of permanent acreage, and they just need some partner like us to come in. We'll do 50-50 on these wells, and these wells will come online at 500 to 1,000 barrels a day and go right into New Zealand's production facility. So it's a great business model for us. I'm glad I'm back in New Zealand after just being an investor back in 2009 to 13. And I think the market will appreciate what we're doing significantly.
Good work, Max. Looking forward to having you back on. It was way, way, way overdue. So thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you, Gerardo. Have a good day, sir.
All right. You as well. Cheers. Hey everybody, Gerardo Del Real here. If you're enjoying the content that you just saw, you can let us know in 3 simple steps. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and please share across your network and on social media. Take care, everybody.